For the past couple of months, Netflix has been doing nothing but taking some extremely big losses. I'm actually surprised how they are just not able to do anything right. It is so bad that it's not even funny anymore. It's kind of just sad. Because how are you a company this big and you're somehow so bad at your job and just so pathetic that every time when you try to make anything succeed, it just always fails? That is something extremely hard to do. Because making a mistake sometimes, that's okay. It happens to everyone. But if you keep on failing over and over again, we can clearly see that something is going on. This is not some simple mistake. You may just suck at your job. And today, I want to sit down and talk about some of Netflix's greatest L's because, man, it is not looking good for them at all. And the first thing that I want to talk about is the brand new live-action Squid Game that they ended up releasing. I'm pretty sure we all know that Netflix is extremely desperate to make anyone stay in the streaming service, and that is mainly because competition is really good, especially now. There is a lot of really good exclusive shows on just other streaming services, while Netflix just have nothing. So I'm pretty sure what they're trying to do is milk all of the IPs that they still have dry. And one of them, unfortunately, seems to be Squid Game. They are going to completely suck that franchise until it's dry. And their first thing that they try to do is to make a live-action Squid Game. And it is absolutely terrible. It is crazy that we live in a world where Mr. Beast, a funny YouTuber who makes videos for kids, is somehow able to make a better live-action Squid Game than the actual official company that made the show. I didn't even think something like that was even possible, but hey, that's the timeline that we're living in. Everyone on social media and on YouTube is just making fun of this show and just talking about how terrible it is, like how Netflix is trying to force drama in Squid Games, which is just extremely cringe. In Mr. Beast video, he didn't do that. He just had the people playing the game. So the show just isn't good at all. And to make it even worse, Netflix may even be sued for it because not so long ago, a couple of the people who ended up joining the show is threatening to sign a lawsuit because they claim that they ended up getting severely injured when they were acting for it, saying that they ended up suffering nerve damage and hypothermia, which is something that just makes no sense to me, especially hypothermia. Man, I didn't know they had Sub-Zero on the set and he was just walking around beating people up. How does something like that even happen? There are some people saying that they can understand how the nerve damage ended up happening because in the show, some of the people were taking some crazy dives, but I still think Netflix will have some safety feature to make sure something like that doesn't happen, but these people are saying that they just went on the set and it wasn't good for them at all. So not only they're getting made fun of for the show, there's also people making fun of them because the people on the show is claiming that they ended up getting severely injured going on the show. So it's just this whole ginormous mess that is just keep on getting worse. And would you not believe that that actually isn't the biggest thing that ended up happening to Netflix this week? Something even worse ended up happening because they may have lost a lot of money on a TV show that may never come out. Well, this story begins back in 2018, when it was the beginning of the whole streaming war, when every single streaming service was trying to make brand new exclusive TV shows to give people a reason to go and basically buy their service and stay there. And during this period of time, every single big service was trying to hire directors to basically make shows. And Netflix ended up scoring a deal with the person who ended up directing 47 Ronin. Now, this is something that is really interesting because 47 Ronin is a movie that is really bad. Now, I never watched it, but everyone who talked about it says that the movie was really bad, and plus it also failed badly in the box office too. So I really don't know why Netflix ended up fighting so hard to get this guy. Maybe they know something behind the scene, and perhaps he came up to them with an amazing show idea that they just believed in instantly, and they just had to go and buy him. But it seems like that's going to be a decision that Netflix may regret in the future. They are claiming that this man may have made Netflix lost $55 million. Now, let's fast forward a little bit to the future, and it seems like everything has been going good. You know, they've been smooth sailing until suddenly, out of nowhere, the director was saying that he's going to need some more money to make the TV show happen. Although Netflix first disagreed, went like, nah, man, I don't think you need any more money. I think you're fine the way you are. You know, you're okay. Apparently, he was able to make Netflix bend over, and they ended up giving him $11 million more dollars. Now, what did he do with that money? Well, apparently he ended up gambling it. He ended up taking $10 million from the $11 million, putting it in his own personal account, and just going absolutely crazy on the stock market and cryptocurrency. So I guess this man ended up watching a lot of like stock videos, or just seeing all of the crypto bros on Twitter saying that, guess what, this coin is gonna go to the moon, and he was like, I need to be on that grind. I need to be there with everyone else. Let's just make an educational guess how that went. It didn't go good at all. They ended up saying that he ended up losing $5 million in the matter of weeks, which is something absolutely insane to think about. I mean, $5 million is some money that a lot of people are never going to see in their whole life. And this man basically got that money, enough of money to make basically the average person be set for life if they spend it properly. And he basically just threw it away in a matter of weeks. That is absolutely insane. But it seems like it wasn't all bad for him, because apparently he was able to win some of the money back. He was able to cash out on Dogecoin when that was extremely popular and it was actually worth something. He was able to get some of the money back, which was a good amount of it, even though with the money he ended up winning back, apparently they're saying that he ended up spending it on like luxury cars and jewelry and stuff. So I guess that doesn't really matter at the end of the day. Now, it seems like Netflix ended up figuring out that something like this ended up happening, and obviously they weren't really happy about the whole situation, and it wasn't really looking good at all. But we're still not done, because apparently the director is actually fighting back against Netflix and saying that they owe him around $14 million. And it seems like they're going into a battle for that. So this is just a absolutely wild situation that something like this could happen, and that is currently what we know about this whole story. Now, there is a lot of debate on people saying if the show is even real. I can't really find an answer about that, because everywhere I look, it's a real 50-50. You have some people saying that the show is fake and it never existed, and then you also have some people saying that the show is actually still being worked on right now. It's just taking an extremely long time because of all of this drama that has allegedly happened. So that's the current situation on the information that we know. But man, Netflix just can't catch a break at all. First is them getting made fun of for Squid Game, and that is them maybe losing $50 million. Now, I don't feel like this is the end of Netflix's constant cycle of pain. I feel like we're going to get a brand new story that's going to be even more goofier than both of these combined, and the last one is going to be pretty hard to beat. But hey, just like most things, only time could tell. Anyway, my name is Lua. This is just something that I want to talk about. You have a good day or night. See ya.